Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Welcome to Lady Khadija radiyallahu anha. May God be pleased with her. Online college. We are doing Year 1 A-Level Maths, following the Edexcel UK and International A-Level syllabus. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are doing going through the chapter on quadratic equations. So today's quadratic equation has to be solved using the formula. So we are gonna see if we can use the formula to solve this. So let me just write down the equation for you. Generally, whenever you have a quadratic equation, the first thing you should try to do is solve it using your graphical calculator or your Casio calculator. A lot of the modern day calculators have the function to solve the quadratic equation, but the point of using this method is that sometimes you can come across a question where you don't have numbers, you might have unknown values, and you want to solve the equation still in terms of the unknown values. So this is why it's important to learn this method, but always use your calculator if it's just numbers like this one. So in this method, we have to first label three numbers. The number before x squared is called a, the number before the x is called b, and the number without x or x squared, just the constant, is called c. Then the formula is minus the b plus or minus square root. All of this has to be square rooted, so b squared, work that out, take away 4 times a times c, all of that worked out, then square rooted, and then all of that top bit has to be divided by 2a. So let's try that out. So the first thing is minus b, so that would be minus 7. I'm just going to write the minus from the minus b, and then the minus 7 is the b, plus or minus square root. So now the formula says b squared, so that would be minus 7 squared. Then comes a minus. Then comes 4ac, which means 4 times a times c. So 4 times the 3 times the minus 1. And all of that has to be divided by 2a, which is 2 times the a, which is 3. Okay, let's see if we can simplify that a little bit. So we've got minus 7, which is plus 7. The plus or minus can be left as plus or minus. All of that underneath a square root, just type that into your calculator, and you should end up with 49 plus 12, which makes 61. And on the bottom, you've got 6. And then with the minus, it's 7. Take away square root 61 divided by 6. So that's a quadratic formula. You should have hopefully seen it at GCSE, but just follow up by labeling the a, the b, the c. Then make sure you're familiar with the formula. Write it out with just the letters. And then just take one bit at a time, put the numbers in. So minus 7, then minus, and then all the b squared minus 4ac, then divide that by 2a. Then simplify, making sure